he still has it, and now we know Prescott still has it. Post-game show after these messages from your NBC station.
Hello, Eagle fan. This is your boy, The Green. Time comes to you at a video that is quite confusing in a sense of speaking. If you guys watched the game tonight, you're probably wondering what the hell just happened to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, defending Super Bowl champions, and they almost lost this football game against the Dallas Cowboys, who, in my opinion, played a little bit better than expected. Now, Dak Prescott, I gotta admit, the boy is on this game. Any injuries, ankle, legs, or shoulder for that matter, I think all those questions were answered. The boy threw for 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. And matter of fact, that's the only turnover that was cost in this game for the Dallas Cowboys. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, on the other hand, had 4 turnovers. 2 picks by Tom Brady and 2 balls on the ground. One by the running back and one by a wide receiver, what I want to say. Or I think what it was, yeah, I'm right. 2 by Tom Brady, one was a knockout of the running back's hand, and the other one was actually on the ground. It was just a complete fumble. You know what I'm saying? And so those are your 4 turnovers. But Tom Brady threw for 300 plus yards. I think 390 some yards. What 90? 300 and some odd yards. What I want to say. 4 scores, 2 picks. But man, this was a sloppy game to the fullest. I mean, I guess with it being a week 1 game, you know, a whole bunch of jittery. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the situation was as far as both teams playing. But they say that Super Bowl teams are 45-3 after winning the Super Bowl. The Eagles are part of that 45-3. If you guys remember, the Eagles won the Super Bowl 2017, but came back and won the week 1 game. You know what I'm saying? And so, it wasn't many sacks in this game because, matter of fact, I don't think it was no sacks in this game at all. It was more blitzes and more tackling for losses, for that matter. But it wasn't no sacks because Tom Brady didn't get sacked and Dak Prescott didn't get sacked at all. So I mean, this was kind of like a sloppy game, like I said earlier in the video. And the crazy thing of me, and for the life of me, I don't understand, is a Super Bowl team is supposed to always play better than the opposing team that had never even sniffed the playoffs. The Cowboys played better than Tampa Bay did. If you look at the whole, if you look at the whole, if you watch the whole game, and if you saw the whole situation of how the game started from beginning to end, the Cowboys played better than expected. So even though right now they're the only team with the loss, which puts them in 4th place, there's still 3 more other division teams that have to play: the Eagles, Washington, and New York. Of them 3 games this coming Sunday, one team has to be the victor. One team has to be the victor in this NFC East division. The Eagles could win the game against the Falcons, but we don't know. The Washington Redskins could lose their game. We don't know. The New York Giants could win their game or lose their game. We don't know. So I mean, it's so many speculations, so many situations to even thought of. But back to this game, man. I mean, like I said before, there were no sacks in this game. It was more turnovers than sacks. Tackle for losses on both teams. You know what I'm saying? There also been a few casualties too in the process, but the Cowboys had 1 casualty, and I think it was on the defensive line, because if you guys remember, Zach Martin, that All-Pro guard, went out is out. Was it, I think it's the COVID-19? Yeah, he had the COVID-19, so he had with 19 virus. But they also had another injury on the offensive side of the football as well. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had two injuries on that side of the field. So we're not exactly sure what the cause is for Tampa Bay's injuries and what at the Cowboys only one injury on the offensive side of the football. So with all said, born and done, man, it's all about this team right here. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I said I wear my team color proudly. I always wear my team color proudly. It's just that this game was one of the most pathetic, sought after games that I ever dreamed of. If you watch this game above, overall defenses didn't do much on the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, there were no sacks. Tom Brady didn't get sacked. He may got hit and not a few times, but he didn't get sacked. The same could be said for Prescott. Prescott got hit and down a few times, but he didn't get sacked. So the offensive lines on both teams did better than expected. You know what I'm saying? So even though the Cowboys only missing the offensive guard, Zach Martin, you know what I'm saying? They did way much better than expected. So we can't. I mean, even though I am a Cowboys hater and I'm gonna continue to be a hater for the Cowboys for as long as I'm on this planet, but man, this game was kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? It really was. It was scary to a certain degree because it came down to a field goal, and I kind of anticipated that it would because I said in the video, 27-10 Tampa Bay. It wound up being the other way around. It wound up being 31-29. So my score, as far as Tampa Bay concerned, was actually 27, 8, 9, 31. Well, actually 4 points off. But for the Dallas Cowboys, mine was like 19 under than the score that they did. Like I said, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won that football game 31-29, and that's just self-evident. Like I said, I thought it would be a low-scoring game, and it wound up being a high-scoring game because I've always have said if a team scores 28 points or more, and consider a high-scoring game or high-scoring affair. But if you under 27 points, then it's a low-scoring affair. But the game wound up being high-scoring, and I doubt about it because Tampa Bay should have had they've had many opportunities to win the football game in the trenches, and they had more time to win the football game if not for the turnovers in this matter, and plus the penalties. I'm not quite exactly sure how many penalties the Cowboys had and how many penalties that the Tampa Bay had, but all I know is penalties. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I will say Tampa Bay had the more penalties because their penalties is the reason why this game is the way it is. And the reason why the first play because they had many opportunities to win the football game, but penalties and turnovers were the reason why the game wound up being the way it is tonight. So overall performance between the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Buccaneers get a D minus because they had many opportunities to win the football game. It definitely slipped away from them. The turnovers damn near cost them the game, and you had a lot of penalty yards that damn near cost them the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why the game wound up being the way it is, and that's why I gave it a D minus. The Cowboys, on the other hand, I give them a C plus because they battled back in many ways to win the football game. They could have won it. You know, so they could have won it because they led by 2 points. It was 29-27. I think that what it was, 27. They kicked the 3-point field goal. They were up by 2 points, and they had many opportunities to win the football game. But C.D. Lamb had over 100 yards receiving, and I think one score in this game. Yeah, man, yeah, that's right. He sure did because he caught the first touchdown in the first touchdown for the Cowboys in this game. So that yeah, one score. But I give a C plus because like I said, they played better than expected. Dak Prescott had answered every question that was going on in all the critics' minds. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he had a bum ankle that cost him the season, cost him the season last year, and then in training camp he had a bum shoulder, so they wasn't quite sure if he was ready to play or not. But he wound up playing, and he, like I said, he threw for 403 yards, threw for over 400 yards, three scores and one pick. So the question all the questions have been answered about Dak Prescott until it's out the window. All the questions that was being won in everybody's mind, it's now over. He won the football game. 403 yards. You know what? He was throwing for those yards up until the injury. That's why he had 4,900 yards. 4,900. The man had 40. Oh, I'm sorry. He was 4,900 yards, 49, 39. I think he had over 3,900 yards, or it was 4,900 yards. Either way you look at it, he was on pace to throw for 6,000 yards in a season. That would have been an NFL record because ain't no quarterback had ever thrown for that many yards. And then if you think about it, Dak Prescott has gotten better. The man has the ability to get rid of the football in a hurry. He's learned that. So that means that whoever played the Cowboys better have a very good secondary to cover up their receiver because Amari Cooper did real well. The tight end did real well. Gallup did real well, and CeeDee Lamb did real well. He only one that had over 100 yards receiving between all the receivers. So we got to be on our game when the Eagles get ready to play the Cowboys in week 3, I believe. We got to beat them. We got to play them, and we got to be on our game. Our front four got to get pressure. Our linebackers got to stay back in coverage and watch where the ball goes and make their tackles. And cornerbacks and DBs going to have to make their tackles for losses and try not to give any penalties or give any penalty yards to the Cowboys to get first downs or penalty yards to shorten the field or to shorten the field of play for second and third downs. We can't afford that. Because you see how well they played tonight against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You saw how well they played. Tampa Bay had all those penalties, and they had more 10 and 15 yard penalties for first downs for the Cowboys to go ahead and almost win the football game because it was so many opportunities that they could have won. The Cowboys could have outright won this football game. They could have won it. If you watch this whole game from beginning to end, they could have won this game. They had it, and it definitely slipped out of their hands. But thank God the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the football game. But either way you look at it, the Cowboy fan base out there, they can't brag tonight because they lost. But they probably walking with their chests up high after Auburn winning this game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and end the video on a high note. Like I said, this game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the football game 31-29. They won by a field goal. They won by a 2-point field goal. You know what I'm saying? 29, 31. Yeah. They won by a 2-point field goal. I'm sorry. They won by a 3-point field goal, but led by 2 points. And wow, y'all. Dak Prescott threw for over 400 yards, and Tom Brady threw for over 300 yards. 4 scores, 2 INTs, plus the 2 fumbles, and also the 1 turnover or the interception that Dak Prescott threw in that game. So overall, it's your boy the Green Talents coming at you with a video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. This is your boy. I'm out. Peace.